Hey guys, this is Mrs. Raro, and this is a video on adding an auxiliary line. All right, so in this video, this is an extension of properties of parallel lines. So we spoke about properties such as alternate interior angles, corresponding angles, alternate exterior, and such, right? So this video is an extension of that. First and foremost, if we're given a problem such as this, we have two red lines right here that are marked as parallel to each other, and then we have this angle right here, angle P, that kind of intersects between these two parallel lines. So their question is, what is this interior angle? What is the measure of this interior angle marked as angle 1 or angle P? A couple of things that are given to us is that the fact that these two red lines are parallel, and then the interior of this is 131 degrees, and the interior of this small acute angle is 41 degrees. Okay, so that should kind of help us identify the measure of angle 1. All right, so let's begin. An auxiliary line is a line that you can draw so that these three lines are all parallel to each other. Okay, so an auxiliary line is a line that you can draw that is parallel to the other two lines that were given to you. All right, and that should help you identify the measure of angle 1. Because now we can use the corresponding angles theorem to identify that if this is 131 degrees, if the interior of this is 131 degrees, then the interior of this is also 131 degrees because these angles are corresponding and they must be congruent if these two lines are parallel. Okay? All right, so then that answers yet another question, that if this line is a straight line, and this angle measures 131 degrees, that means this part of angle 1, so I'm going to draw it in blue, part of this angle 1 has to be supplementary to 131 degrees. Because this part that's marked in blue and this part that's marked in yellow, these two are a linear pair. So to get this part, you would subtract 180 minus 131. All right, and that gives you 49 degrees. So just the blue part is giving you 49 degrees. All right. Next, the other part right here. So forward it a little bit. So that explains why that it has to be 49 degrees. Now, the other measurement, which is right here, the rest of this angle, you can get that because you know that this measures 41 degrees, which is now equivalent to this angle right here because of alternate interior angles. These are alternate interior angles, so this must also be 41 degrees. Now you can see the measure of angle 1 by adding 49 degrees and 41 degrees together. So altogether, the measure of angle 1 is 49 degrees plus 41 degrees, which is 90 degrees. So the measure of angle 1 is 90 degrees. All right, and then again, this is by adding what we call an auxiliary line, a line that is parallel to the other two that's given to us. Okay, let me give you a problem very similar to that, and let's see if you can identify the measure of angle 1. So they want to know the measure of angle 1. So this is angle 1 right over here. All right, so pause this video to see if you can do this by yourself. Okay, so let's see if you got the right answer. The first thing I'm going to identify is what's given to me. What's given to me are two parallel lines, and then there's an angle in between the parallel lines. So what I can do to help me out is to draw an auxiliary line. I will draw an auxiliary line right over here, and that line is going to be parallel. Let's make it red. that line will be parallel. So let's mark that as parallel to the other two lines that were given to me. Okay, so a couple of things here to note are the following, right? So this red line is now cutting this angle, not by half. It is not an angle bisector. It is just cutting it so that it is in between the angle that's given to me. All right, so let's work with what I know, and then let's eventually get to what they're asking me. So what I know is the fact that this angle right here measures 110 degrees, okay? So if this is 110 degrees, then this is also 110 degrees by vertical angle theorem. Okay, and then a portion of this, so I'm going to make that blue, a portion of this, which is right over here, has to be supplementary to 110 degrees because the green angle and the blue angle that I just marked, they are supplementary because they are the same side interior angles. So following that theorem, the blue angle has to equal 70 degrees because 180 minus 110 is 70 degrees. Okay, we are almost there. All right, so now if this side is 70 degrees and the whole angle right over here is 126 degrees, then I can get what's left over. I'm going to mark it in purple. I'm going to use 3 arc marks to indicate that they're not the same. So I can get the purple by subtracting 126 minus 70 degrees. Okay, and that we will get 56 degrees. So we know this purple is 56 degrees, all right? Then we now know that its alternate interior angle is also 56 degrees. And now we're on our way to finding the angle 1. So angle 1 and the purple angle, well, let's not mark it blue so that we know. Let's mark it red. So this angle right here marked in red and angle 56, these are a linear pair. Okay, so angle 1 and 56 degrees are a linear pair because they fall in a straight line. So to get angle 1, we must subtract 180 minus 56, which comes out to carry 4 and then 7, 24 degrees. 124 degrees. So 124 degrees is the correct answer. All right, and that is it. Thank you for watching.